What's up, everybody? So this is going to be part one in a series called Tucking the Bay. We're going to go ahead and start cleaning up this engine bay and tucking things away. We're going to reroute these throttle cables. First off today, we're going to take these throttle cables and we're going to get them away from all this ugliness. Then we're going to be deleting the power steering. We're going to be relocating the battery. We're going to be relocating ABS. Here's what we're looking at right now. For the throttle cables, you can see they're kind of just going across the intake manifold where they come up and have this clever little rubber bumper. Go over the valve cover. This is your main throttle cable. It's got just these ugly brackets. It's looped across and over stuff. It's just ugly and in the way. If you need to get back here to pull your valve cover off, you're looking at pulling the throttle cable off. You got to pull this power steering hose up and out of the way. I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to take the cruise control throttle cable and we're going to reroute it, get it out of here. We're going to come back and around. We're going to take the main throttle cable here and we're going to loop it. See, it's a little bit longer than the cruise control throttle cable. So we're going to take this throttle cable here and we're actually going to trace it around, tuck it down behind everything seamlessly. This is the idea. We're going to seamlessly tuck it underneath core sport and back over. And that should make a big improvement just by itself. So I'd like to apologize to you guys for my voice and some of the recording on this. This is obviously a voiceover. I was a long day yesterday, long night, was quite tired. So some of the things I'm saying start kind of making sense. Apologizing for that now. Alright, so I got the cruise control line relocated here. We went behind the motor, so we're actually coming out and temporarily right now, we'll secure it later this week, but right now we're just looping it in between the mess of vacuum hoses and all the hoses and everything back there. We're going back and over the transmission, under the air intake, and back up and over. So it already gives us a lot better view so far. Now to move on to this cable. So I was kind of in a mad dash here trying to get everything done, doing it super quick. But after a long day of work, you know, you're just quite not thinking straight. And here when I was putting everything together, got it good tucked well and everything. But when I was hooking it up, I actually made somewhat of a simple mistake. Just something I wasn't quite looking for because I was just so tired. So watching this next clip and see if you can spot it. Alright, so now we have both cables fully rerouted. And as you can see, we can really get a lot more access to that intake manifold and valve cover a lot less in the way here. So let me show you kind of what we did here. Temporarily have you mind. So we have the cruise control cable mounted. Not really mounted, I should say. It's just kind of hanging here at the moment. We're up behind the engine, or it's coming up under the intake manifold and up over to the throttle body. We're using the stock throttle body bracket at the moment, but we'll probably switch to a low mounted bracket where it's going to mount beneath the intake. And then for our primary throttle cable, we're going down over the intake. We're going around the battery, going up by the washer bottle, under the fuse box, and then here's kind of a clever location here. This is that bracket we unbolted earlier for the primary throttle cable, and this bolt hole lines up pretty well to the main harness. Probably going to use that as a place to zip tie, keep it nice and secure, or may actually use a self-tapping bolt to go bolt it up to the actual strut tower. Now if you want to get clever, if you're not running the stock intake box, this bolt hole will actually line up perfectly to your stock intake box 10mm hole, and that's where we're going to put it. The whole reason we're doing this tuck series is because we're putting a massive 83mm turbo in this car. So with that 83mm turbo in this car, this entire space needs to be freed up, and we need to have lots of room over here to get our whole manifold in here. It's rather large. It's a two-piece tubular manifold with two 2-inch pipes that travel over into independent inlets in the twin scroll turbo. So we need about 8 inches of room. Heater core hoses are going to need to be relocated, main harness, fuel lines, the vacuum tubing, everything's got to go. So stay tuned, you guys are going to see a lot more of this. But now let me finish buttoning up the last few clips and tighten that bolt down, and I'll show you that the throttle still works and doesn't kink and stick. If you look on top of the power steering pump, you'll see there's a bracket that I missed. I actually thought I'd stop the time lapse real quick to show you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm pulling off all these brackets that we were using for the original cable mounting location, and we're going to go ahead and set those aside. We may end up using those for better mounting and securing of all of these cables, but for right now we're going to take them off. We're going to set them aside, save those 10mm bolts. You never know we're going to need them if you own a Honda or Nissan or any other Japanese car. But you want to make it look cleaner, start taking off all the stuff that serves no purpose. So these brackets, take them off, throw them aside, forget about them. We also have brackets for the stock intake manifold cover. We'll be taking those off too. And there's also a cable bracket here that held the original cables on the side of the throttle body. We'll want to take that off. And all of those should be accessible right now if you're to this point. So just grab your ratchet, 10mm of course, and start pulling them off. Alright, so we got all those brackets off and everything. I had to go inside to grab my steering wheel. So you guys have been asking about what the race car life is all about. It's needing to go start your car and realizing you left your steering wheel inside. So we're gonna go put the steering wheel on right now, and I'm gonna show you guys that everything works fine and it does not kink. It's idling, but I'm not hearing any revs. Seems like we're just idling. This could be a problem. So, just went to go start it up and went to grab the throttle and didn't have any pedal at all in the throttle, so I gotta review my cables, and that would explain it right here. I'm gonna show you. Forgot to double check this when I was pulling off the brackets. I must have not had this cable all the way on when I put it on. So you can see here, the throttle cable should be going over this ridge here, and it looks like I may have slipped off through the process of getting it back onto the bracket and tightening it down. So just hold on one quick moment and I'll get that cable slipped back over where it's supposed to be, and we can do some sick revs. So a little tip on the primary throttle cable for the K20A2 PRB intake manifold. When you're putting the throttle cable on, hook it through the loop, disconnect the cable from the cable bracket, and slip it over. Alright, so we got everything back together, got this cable on good. I don't know, man, that was just a weird mistake. It's been a long day. If you don't know this already, I work as a master technician. This is after work for me. I'm at home working on cars, because this is what I love to do. So, it's been a long day. Forgot to put the throttle cable back over the loop. Whoop-de-doo. It's back on now. Let's fire it up, show you what it's all about.
See, like, you know the thing right there? You know that right there? That?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that moving.
Yeah, that's the shifter. Those are the shifter cables. So every time I move the gear lever, those shifter cables are going to move back and forth. There's two of them, one that goes back and forth and one of them that goes side to side. So when you're in the car, you go like 1, 2, that's back and forth. But you go like 1 to 3, that's side to side. And one cable moves the back and forth motions and the other cable moves the side to side motions. But in the transmission, it's not moving back or forth or side to side. It's just like a bunch of switches, basically. Just switches between two different sets of gears.
What were you showing that was working?
So it's showing the throttle cables.
Yeah,
so
I didn't see it moving though.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit hard to see when it's actually running, but it pulls up. What we're actually testing for to see is if when you rev it up and it gets real loud, if you let off the throttle, if it stays really loud and stays revved up, then the throttle cables, they're sticking. It means there's a kink somewhere in the throttle cable that's too tight and it gets stuck. So in this case, I saw it get a little bit touchy at one point. I think that's because I got kind of a hard bend right here. So I'm just going to tuck this out a little bit more, give it a little smoother sweep. But all in all, I say we're good to go. I'll give it a good drive test tomorrow on my way to work, on my way home. If I run into any issues, I got a 10 mil, I got a 12, we'll be okay. Get it fixed up. But sorry I couldn't give you guys any better revs. It's getting a little bit late, and then being full straight pipe on a 3-inch pipe all the way back. Neighbors don't exactly like to hear that right after they eat their dinner and they're watching their movies or whatever. So, signing off this episode of Tucking Your Bay. Peace out. Oh, before I go, this is Levi.
Hi.
He's our new special guest for this episode. Say bye, Levi. And here's what the engine bay looks like now that we have those cables relocated.